Okay, quick tour for Pranesh. This is the garage where I was just testing some of the paint. It was never finished to begin with. So I wasn't being all that deluxe about it, but put another layer of paint out here. But it shows there's a lot of holes in the walls, and I just kind of worked them with the plaster. I'll put 2 layers of paint in here. This tan color that I use goes on plain white really easily. It's just that on that lavender on the interior, it was kind of hard to tell here, but it was taking several layers. Anyway, this is going to get touched up. This is a bedroom with a bad window, and I'm going to pop this out and take it over to a window place. See if they can just make me the panels, because replacing the entire frame is a little harder than I thought because of the way they did the exterior walls on this building. But here I might hit another layer with this. Still got to do the ceiling. This is what the ceiling fixtures look like. I don't know where the glass went. It was never here when I got here. I'm going to show you one of the replacements. And so here's the closets. The interior of the closets hadn't really been painted before when the place got repainted. We're painting it now, but I'm not going to get too crazy about the trim. But to give you an example of the trim not being caulked, you can see cracks here. The trim really didn't go all the way up against the wall, and it was like that in the entire house. So what I've been doing is caulking that, and then as I get the final paint in, it's going to be a really clean transition between the wall and the trim. But it's a whole other day's work getting those transitions right. But it's going to be kind of a tan and bronze steampunk style. I don't know. Doorknobs where the finish was coming off. We didn't take them off prior to painting, but I think we're going to replace them anyway as part of this whole project. Repainting the doors. They were primed to begin with, but never painted. I'm just doing them to match the walls. I got to get some more guys in and do some better detail than the last ones did. The bathroom doesn't have enough light to show you what's going on right now, so I'm not really doing that. Some of the holes in the walls I've had to do in stages because they're kind of big, but this one's going to get covered in the last coat of paint. And I think this is pretty much ready for just one more coat of paint. These windows really dirty, but I don't think the gas inside was compromised. I think these are going to be okay when we wash them. It's a gamble. This one's a little stained on the inside. That's going to be your call on that. So, unscrewing the glass panels and replacing them isn't incredibly difficult. It's just the cost of the glass itself and the panels. This thing, I'm going to leave it in place and then paint it the color of the trim. This bathroom, we haven't done a lot on except for fixing the holes in the wall. This closet was pretty bad. I'm going to replace that trim. You can see where I caulked this in. Normally, somebody wouldn't be that careful about a closet, but this is a walk-in closet, so I'm going to finish that up, replace that trim right there. These outlets started to look okay when I painted them, so I may or may not replace these. I don't know, but I've got 10 extra outlets for that if it's needed. And then you can see how, at least in these bathroom areas, this never had a GFC outlet, but that's what it's going to get. So, yeah, we can see that in a little more light. Anyway, go in. These closets have never been painted on the inside. We're doing this one. This one a little complex, so I think we're just going to I'm going to get that wall touched up. This stuff hadn't been caulked. It's a little tricky. I'm trying to make sure that we don't get too much of the tan paint on the ceiling. Still got to paint the door. Yeah, there's more work ahead here. This room, actually turning out kind of nicely. That's not bad. This window, I think cleaning will be okay. I don't think that one needs replacement. I don't think either of those need replacement. Over here in the kitchen, I would we'd clean up better, but we don't have running water yet. Been using these water bladders for water. These are the outlets here. None of them were GFC outlets to begin with. That's going to change. I think this was for like a little microwave in here. May not fuck with that because that's kind of hard to reach. But these are, those outlets are kind of expensive. But there's the box they came in. I've got them laying around. I was going to do one, but now I realize I got to do all of them. This wall, this stuff. The detail in between the cabinets has to be hand painted, so we didn't hit that with the rollers. The insides of the cabinets needed another layer of white, and that's going to actually, it's going to look good when they're done, because what we're going to do is I'm going to sand these, refinish the wood part, so it doesn't matter if we splatter paint right now, because it's all getting sanded anyway. But the insides are going to be all white, so when you open these up, they're kind of bright, and they'll be bright and clean looking. They just need another layer of paint because they're kind of dark, and of course that seals in all the smells too. So that's all going to be done. There's all the